Ladies and gents, welcome to the tiniest Black Forest generation you've ever seen. I had not seen any previews of this, so I was curious on what this would be, but normal Black Forest, it has a choke point, which players will fight to wall up at the start. They are right next to each other here, though. It looks like both players have 4 boars. Let's begin. We've got John Slow playing as the Poles in the blue, which, I assume means he's going to maybe go for towers here, and then the Mongols could be epic here for Aremku. But yet again, if you've watched this show match anyways, I've watched some of the other games, it's always been Aremku who's been the quickest to be aggressive. And, we have a wall. So now the choke point is completely walled. And, wait a second. Bro, where are you going? Bro, I think they forgot how small the map is here. But anyways, the walls go down there for John Slow. Great job from him. Aremku loses a villager to the boar. Oh, man. Okay, so you have 4 boars per player. They did not play this on Explored, which is the standard for Black Forest. You do have pawns, which I think technically you could dock. I don't really know what you could really do with the dock. But if you took out the shorefish, you could do that. John Slow really wants to kill the... Oh my god, isn't that just classic? He really wants to kill that scout. And now that's not going to happen. But, if you're going to take wood, you could end up sharing a wood line with the opponent. But overall, I'm guessing this is going to be, fast feudal age for one, if not both players. Aremku, especially on the Islands game, showed me how much he loves to use fast uptimes here. So... And John Slow has to respect the possibility that maybe Aremku could break through here, too. Aremku could always send villagers, but for now, John Slow's just hanging out. I think he's going to head over here. He really wants to kill this. If Aremku's looking, he will notice the deer's moving. Yeah, he's paying attention. And, he gets away. Just creating a little bit of extra idle time for John Slow. And remember, Mongols have the Great Hunt bonus here. So you haven't had villagers running around if you're Aremku. And then you also are hunting 40% faster. But yeah, currently... Oh, that's a good point. There's no stone available for Aremku because it's been walled out. So he actually wouldn't be able to go for more than 1 tower. Yeah, that's a really interesting point. So I guess you spawn with 2 stones. 2 tiles of stone per player. This obviously really hurt Aremku. I thought he was going to get the wall done, but he wanted to send the villager into lane and be annoying. And then he ended up doubling back, ended up losing the villager. So, I'm excited, man. I said at the start that I was probably most excited for Black Forest. I still maintain that. And, oh man, these villagers are breaking through so quickly. I think we might see a house here from John Slow. Oh, just gets the timing right, and it's going to be palisade walls. Okay, house here for Aremku. You could tell he forgot about that. And now Aremku can actually get access to stone later on. Robo, to answer your question, it's $150 in total towards the players from me for all this. It's $20 per win, and it's $10 per loss. So that would be $30 a game, basically, multiplied by 5. And yeah, if you want to correct the information, you now have an idea. All right, full work on the way here for John Slow. I guess you couldn't make the mill or the full work on his berries. I mean, why would you at this point? Because the berries are right next to your TC. And I'm still thinking going feudal age for towers could be good for both players, but I think the uptime is going to be faster for Aremku at this rate. You see the mill? And I think he was thinking about another building, but he's going to place the mill now. Both players had 4 boars. There were no imbalances there. And Aremku with 700 food here. And I mean, there's going to be more as well, right? It's pretty insane. Right now, he wants to take this out. It wouldn't surprise me if he just opens in the next stage and just drops a tower. I wonder if we'll see a tower war. I wonder if we'll see the potential for a fast castle. Is that an idea? Aremku's making more vills. I think Aremku is going to go fast castle. Remember, he tried fast castle in the arena game. And he got towered to death there. He tried to drop a castle. And the towers were really strong. Ah, okay. So 2 villagers on stone, 2 villagers on gold. Interesting. Well, his main issue is going to be, can you get the stone in time? But also, where do you build a castle? You have to delete your buildings to place it? Probably. John Slow on the shore fish. John Slow on the stone back here, not having to take any risks for that. With the poles, you do receive a little bit of gold income while also mining the stone. The eco's looking pretty decent for a tower into fast castle of sorts. But, you know, it's pretty silent here on Black Forest. I think this is going to be more exciting than the other games we've seen. Thank you guys for watching the tiny games. And I've enjoyed them, man. It's been silly. I wouldn't want to do this all the time, obviously, but this is actually my favorite change from the entirety of the new patch, by the way. Is simply the fact that you could now have these maps be this small. There's the tower. So I guess if you see this, if you're a Remku, you don't really want to counter tower. Yeah, I like this. Just add layers of walls, and then you just shift back to this gold. The problem's going to be, though, you probably can't go for a castle now. So if anything, you're just going to go for siege in the next stage. There's the market, and then there's the blacksmith. So we will see Castle Age come in for a Remku. John Slow needs to rush Castle Age now as well. He doesn't really have vision on a lot here, so he doesn't really know what's back there. But he has to imagine there's another gold, right? Obviously, he's got stone in the back, and he should maybe guess that his opponent doesn't have stone back there. The Siege Monk is so strong. I think what John Slow needs to be doing now that he's not doing is he needs to be stonewalling this. As stupid as that sounds on such a tiny map, I think that towering, but then adding like 2 layers of stone walls is so important. You could argue it's more important to wall here than a normal Black Forest map because there's less space. So every tile of this 36 by 36 tile map is so crucial. Because giving up 1 tile here is like giving up 5 tiles of space in a normal game. Again, we got wood. We have lots of gold income. I'm not seeing any stone be purchased right now. Oh, wait. No, he is purchasing it. I just didn't have it. Wait, what? How did he get to 350 stone? What? Okay, it's showing now? Okay, I don't know if this stuff was showing before. Okay, so he's trying to get a castle. John Slow obviously can still mine stone. God, this is such an expensive castle. He's got to buy 200 more. I mean, okay, now 100 more. I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, I think castle is greater than siege. Especially because you can make Mangadai out of the castle, and Mangadai are a really strong unit. Okay, so he deletes the mining camp. He drops off the gold. He buys it. Oh, boy. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Because John Slow will see this. It takes time to build that. If he just gets stone walls down... No. Don't try and deny it, dude. Don't try... Okay, he's going to try and deny it. I don't think this is going to work. I think it's just going to waste time. And then he's going to regret it. But anyways, yeah, stone walls. I like this a lot. This is huge. So now I'm excited about John Slow's position. And, you know, at the end of the day, you could just back out of this tower now. I just really wanted to see the stone walls. So, you leave. And then you drop your own castle right in front of this. And then it might be a race to Imperial. Because if you both have a castle, what do? A race to Imp? They have no farm space. What in the world? Okay, let's see. Oh boy, first farm coming up. Poles Farms, baby. Let's go. Tower's going to be shot down first. Actually, the stone wall is getting shot down. Johnso's got to rush this bad boy down if he sees his stone walls going down. Okay, there he goes. Drops a castle. Oh my goodness. So they both are blocking the choke point with castles. Now, poles... you know, Poles, they will get, you know, a bit of a food boost when they place their farms around a full work. That's not going to be too easy because of all the buildings around. So there's that. You also receive some gold when you mine stone, but he's almost done with the stone. Both players are getting the relics in their base, which is kind of nice. And the castles are shooting each other, actually. And Johnstone's making petards! Johnstone's making petards! I'm jumping up and down. Okay, so I think our Mku is thinking we need to go imp. But if he sees that flag, and you know it's John Slow, you have to have an idea he's going for petards here. Now, what do you do, though? I think you want to get stone walls down in front of this. Also, it looks like our Mku has stopped making bills, so we're going to have rams, and we're going to have petards from John Slow. He figures if he takes that castle out, this game is over. Now, if the roles were reversed, you probably think the Mongols would make Mangadai. That's pretty standard. Making an infantry unit in this scenario up against a castle is not so standard. But you could tell our Mku's plan here. He's just going to try and buy his way to the next stage. He cannot see the siege workshop behind this. And he's buying food. Yep, he's trying to go fast Imperial Age on the tiniest Black Forest ever. So, you know, either approach could work. It all comes down to if Johnso takes the castle out. Because if he sacrifices everything here and that castle does not go down, it could be repaired, and then Trebs come out, and then he loses his castle with no way to get past this. But it takes 8 petards to take out a castle. You have plenty of time, so I think you could be patient here. So, you know, if you have 8 petards plus the 2 rams here, I think you take the castle out. And see these villagers. I don't even think he's controlling that. I think they just naturally wandered over there because there's not enough space here. Okay, does he know? He has an idea, right? He has to know there's petards. I think he's going to try and place stone pieces in front of this. I think even if you placed a tile there, it becomes tough because all the petards are going to group together. Oh, man. He really just is struggling to get the resources for imp here, isn't he? What a great job from John Slow. Always producing economy. He's got a mangonel, too. Interesting. And he's being patient. He knows the situation here is he needs to take out that castle. So he's not going to go in with 5 or 6 petards. He's got 10 right now. If I know our Mku, guys, this could be epic. I think he's waiting until he sees they're going to make a play, and he's going to try and add walls there. Petards could go for the walls, though. Wall again. Wall again. Wall again. Don't let him through. Oh, my God. This might not work. This might not work. All the petards are dead. It might not work. He's on the way to imp. It's such a nasty choke point. He's only got 4 petards left. Oh, but how do you kill the rams? Oh, God, there's villagers, too. Into the rams they go to repair the rams. The petards are all dying. The starting scout is here to help. And there's one Mangadai behind this trying, but like our Mku does not have a lot of stone remaining. Oh my goodness, what is this? Our Mku sacrificing everything. He has to make sure that this castle is up. Guys, that Vil is there repairing the rams. Still John Sloat repairing the rams. The repairing is so epic. What an epic play, dude. Because the petard situation had me thinking this was a disaster. Our Mku's got nothing now. And he's going to... He probably won't even make it to imp at this point because he's going to lose the castle and it will probably resign. Wow, what a push. The GG's called. Dang, dude. Look at the most created unit for John Sloat. 15 petards. Now, he really didn't hit the castle with many of them. And I was correct. Our Mku was kind of waiting for it. I think he knew something was up. And so, how many petards did he have out at this point? Okay, he had 8. Now, something that Johnso tried to do initially was he wanted to have the rams in front because they would soak up the arrow fire. But then our Mku, he starts to focus down the petards you'll notice, or the petards were just in front. And man, those petards just like disappeared so quickly. Like that's a focus fire there, but John Slow eventually takes the castle down and wins the game. We actually have ourselves a really close series if people are following that. Obviously, doing this more for the individual games, and that was Tiny Black Forest. And we actually had a fast imp attempt, which is ridiculous to me. But I honestly, I feel as though because it's so costly and takes so much time to get to imp, that pushing like that was the play. And it was a very good play there from John Slow here on Black Forest. Resources collected much higher for John Slow. Remember, Aremku pretty much stopped making villagers in Castle Age just to be able to afford imp. And Poles have some bonuses which flow nicely together there. So more of pretty much every resource there for John Slow. On Tiny Black Forest, the tiniest of Black Forests, actually.